here at TI8 with Kpii from Newbie. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah. And so press can be kind of hectic. Have you been getting interviewed a lot, or have you had a chance to relax?
Yeah, I've been getting interviewed quite a lot.
And so this is your one break between the group stages and the main event. How do you use that day before heading into pretty stressful games?
Doing media day. No, I'm just kidding. Just scrims, watching replays, studying Winstrike, our next opponent. Yeah, just the usual stuff.
Yeah. And so obviously you're not going to reveal strategies or anything like that, but how do you feel about the Winstrike matchup?
We're pretty confident. I mean, they came last in their group, but I mean, they're still 4-0 IG, so they're still strong. Yeah, but we're pretty confident.
And so you had a really tough result with having to go through tiebreakers to determine starting in the upper versus the lower bracket. How does the team kind of handle that mentality-wise? How do you guys regroup and just sort of refocus yourself for heading into this event?
We just like to think of it like as we got cheesed a bit. One game was Meepo, one game was Brood. Just move on. Yeah, just don't think about it.
And so one of the things that's the most impressive about your roster is I'm pretty sure you're the longest standing roster here at this event, and you've been a newbie for an incredibly long time. What does that do for your guys' chemistry?
I guess we know each other a lot. We know, like, what's the word? Synergy? I don't know. Like, we just know what each other are thinking. So yeah, it just comes naturally, I'd say.
Do you think that gives you an advantage? A lot of teams obviously change players all the time, and there can be momentum from that, but do you feel like that stability helps you?
There's advantages and disadvantages, I'd say. Like, for a team that's been together for too long, I mean, obviously synergy can be good, but then there can be also like other problems, so there's good and bad.
How do you bring new ideas into the team? Because you're not bringing new people, so how do you find out new ways to play Dota and kind of evolve?
It goes naturally with any team, I'd say. Just play a lot and watch a lot, and then like naturally you'll develop new strategies and stuff.
So you played in Korea for a while, which actually you're sort of the representative of regions that aren't big in Dota. You've got the Australian, and then you started out in Korea. What is it like playing in China as compared to the Southeast Asian Korean scene?
I'd say it's a lot more strict in China. It feels more like a job in China. You live together, there's like strict daily schedules. Whereas when I was in Australia or like in Korea, it felt more like, what's the word? It felt more like, not really play for fun, but like less work-like. In China, it's like really work-like. So yeah, I think that's one of the main differences.
And so sometimes we love our jobs, sometimes we hate our jobs. And even when you're playing Dota for fun, that's true as well. But do you ever have that feeling because it's like a job? Do you ever resent it a little, or do you still have that passion?
Sometimes it's natural to think that way, I say, for anyone. But every time I do think that way, I'd always think like, then if I'm not enjoying this, then what would I be doing? Probably some office job. What I did for university, like I don't want to do that, right? So this is always going to be better than what I would do like besides Dota. So yes, sometimes I think about it, but overall you just reflect and you just think Dota is still like the best thing I can do. So yeah.
Okay, and so last question, I want to talk about the Australian representation, like, the only player pretty much. Do you have kind of like a big fan base there? Is it one of those things where people in Australia, like gods, it's just like, woo, go Newbie, go Australia?
To be honest, there's not many players in Australia that play Dota, but a lot of the people that cheer me on are people I know from Australia. Back then, like when I played pubs, like it was like a small community of like just players. So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people still cheer me on, but it's not big.
Well, thank you for talking with us, and good luck to Newbie moving forward, and go Australian, Chinese, everything.
Thank you.